Okay, me more be down kwa basho ko pa sa be Odeneho channel to you. Me so subscribe to our YouTube channel Odeneho TV. Over like, over comment, your comment section. We so over click on the notification button for more news updates. And any circulating news be about to me naso. Me pese myself Breno Adaje, me so be nya botre, be na Adaje. That is what come when you akoti audio ni mu nchemu. Answer na me subscribe to our YouTube channel Odeneho TV. Over like, over comment, your comment section. We so over click on the notification button for more news updates. And more info about share link na mami. Mr. Williams so recommend this channel Odeneho TV to many people, platforms and pages. Nam to be when you echo so away my gun and say and share when you go to my sister.
I'm gonna say, unfortunately for us as a country, and unfortunately for them as a party, ensure yiri hunsembia fa baby o makomoda in terms of votes,
voter region.
Yes, what you say. So attention to one here in this important conversation of Modiabano because okay, the response from the Attorney General at the tail end of that report, the report in the case. So here says there's nothing to hold on to prosecute them. But one set one ofuri something. Or she said so the other ones, any videos, any voices or mobile, any rasters, are we saying that those ones are more warm, but they are not enough, to get attention for prosecution or what? And they more But we didn't speaking about the traits of a Ghanaian are enshrined in the national security document. Unfortunately for us, we are raising a generation of insults. We are raising a generation of shortcuts, a generation of impunity, lies, ungratefulness, and of a deceptive people. Generation ye raises say no. Enti ye nyina no. How can say it is the same secret genuineness in tackling the issue no. Essence ye pure, ye patriotic no. Na interest be the national interest no. A take president over all other interests no. Abribia da ye kwa hu ye kwa hu. Sure. Very important. Sure. Bibia ye bia no. Essentially, whatever interest, and most of the time, ignoring to the benefit of the bigger population. They be a real solution or permanent solution. That, for instance, in our quest to fight insults on this stuff, we are going back and forth on this matter, and there are no standards. We are going back and forth on this matter, and then we can't say, making kind of mommy enjoy a boy a ferry.
Enjoy a boy ferry. Why editor of graphic and Ghanaian Times and Wabe GJ president.
Yeah. And it's a when you say more kasa. Then you see that there's a problem.
I think we have to read his art.
Just two paragraphs. Otherwise, just first two paragraphs. Just
article culture of insult is Ghana's problem. Not culture of silence.
Okay, so just go.
That's the headline. Or say, when I come across comments about Ghana now going through another culture of silence era, I really wonder. To me, disturbingly, what seems to be prevalent, rather, is a culture of insults. Where is the evidence that Ghanaians are now afraid to express contrary views, whether it's about politics, the ruling party, traditional rulers, the economy, or people in authority? Looking at the media scene, notably the social media platforms, I don't see anybody too scared to speak their mind about anything. Daily, the public space, media is filled with the most caustic comment and direct insult, including shamefully, even four-letter words. Furthermore, many are gratuitous insults, not different views meant to educate or enlighten, expletives for the fun of it, and because they can get away with it. The danger for the country too is that, conceivably, this culture of unashamed rudeness can affect the attitude of your youth. Of course, the anonymity offered by the internet platforms fuels the use of vile language, since there is no requirement to reveal one's true identity. People who otherwise wouldn't dare feel free to use vulgar language online. They can hide under aliases and pseudonyms and insult at will, no matter who their target is, even if the president or the vice president. Vice President Baumia recently came under.
We quite also banned that type of electronic gen and quite or my
electronic
cars. May hold you now, crab be president from a there. Baby, what can I could do now? McGinnis and come up for the past best 6 months. We are talking about standards. We're talking about standards. Down in America, yeah, say, as I see now, if you should dear, and it's should dear.
Sure.
See, and yes, our standards now. It also just doing a behavior.
Yeah.
And we lack a certain principle in this country. It depends on where you stand. Because boy, I
yeah.
Say Yarako, when this for now called Bro, a year, City FM, Gala, Agina to hospital. And this is the worst thing ever happened to us as a country. But the people go unpunished.
Yeah.
The people go because nobody in the NDC, nobody in the MPP will sanction. Say, specifically, say, even though your hawks or party be but a see a party nankasa, ya so sanko for ways besine. It now is eating us up. It is today because of where you sit. You are quick to make judgment. I didn't check out and our party. Look at what they've done.
But I think two parties immediately condemned this.
No, it's not the condemnation.
In the case of the NDC, they did.
For how long do we continue to entertain some of these things? These condemnations, Obi, people have suffered for this just mere condemnation.
Yeah, I agree.
Ante only spine problem. Akwaya ni tiri hwa yi nipa wa only a fear pokua and only problem.
Yeah.
That is why I condemned the other time. I didn't go to Anamoye no. Because if jokingly or whatever, say, oh, Bram, kasem kese na kaide. So we have to look at it from the standards that are fallen as a country, not from the angle that you stand, where you lack a principle because today it suits you, so you are making noise. When it tells, and same thing is being asked you because you're that too much.
But for me, the import in Adjoa Yeboah Fari write up way, and where I agree with her, essentially, the culture of silence and a culture of insult. She makes the point which I agree with. Say, I don't think our problems is here a culture of silence. No. Because I think Ghanaians talk uko social media. And I don't see say on social media there is a culture of silence. No. A man for express your more opinions. Of course, some people might have under a way of self-censorship, for the fear of the unknown. In the new maybe a person can no send who said that we can be minim repercussions. But generally, I think people are free to talk. Rather, what is pervasive now? The culture of insults. The insults now just say what was an insult we and now offering gratuitous insult.
About one I encourage you.
A man for
and
that is what it's not going
that
on.
is what the country is accepting and agreeing on.
And then
yes, and now exactly. And now and again, it's a principle of where you stand.
Yeah.
It's in Ukraine, Kanankasa or mining Nankasano. It's a bigger problem now. It depends on where you stand.
Yeah.
And no, that's the society we are building. That's the generation we are leaving behind. Yeah. Deceptive generation, insulting generation, lies generation, shortcut generation. There are no rules and regulations, no standards regulation. This is what we are leaving behind for the generation. And people are serving various kinds of interests at the expense of the bigger picture. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. Because at the end, we've suffered too much as a country. We've suffered too much. And there be a prescription. They say, Adiana a question, so no be Nigeria. Sebi Nanka, Sebi, CTFM no in crime for NDC for one
greater courage.
Namu Koyamo vetting. No, cover movetting, Namamo, as I project movetting, I'm not good baby. Sahani Pano, Adian Sebi from Sopa, no, I say Okobruno. So now they should describe those people. Yeah, they should describe them. I think it's the same thing if you don't speak to these matters. These politicians are overly blinded.
Yeah.
Overly blinded. I think down all the two now I think Nana Hesse Ojiro said they know they are 5 years back cream. I say, now only nya adwene a. Ade you ode beto mpese me card dey record beto. Am say no chire be my bed 2 weeks ni. On the tour boss rather. Boss management
phones, iPhones.
Yeah. Come and look at the comments. Hey, me na me dey me ho na me ti baby amete no. Some phones na mokoto ma. Many omunya adwene. And wakofa na chire die ntia. You just go and look at the comments.
And that's what I said the last time.
Let's go look at the comments.
A man for M-Pese go through sa intellectual rigor no, to think and come up with proper argument. Inti in so they say easy to do. It will be a bit my. But some better translate say a branch here for this with all this line. Meaning say with cogent argument.
So I'll explain you further. What is wrong? Is it administratively or morally? Or many engaging back and forth, and I'm so beyond baby. Yeah. But how do I go and respond on a tick? I don't know what building nation. Now me essence me interest being to know my fire the back.
It's not something we should encourage. But you have some of these. You have some of the party social media communicators. You read their write-ups, and some of them are a bit more good. Though. Some of them put out very, very cogent arguments. Majority, and especially more hiding under pseudonyms, omu buy one agenda. Branamba to Chini Panisi from say tra. Any argument?
Dr. Benkum Walker said, we don't pay people to think. If we don't pay people to think, now the end many article I have for the last 10 years. Many article no one egusu ye. But the chair many article expect say Ghana be change. How is Ghana going to change?
And I know Kofi Tontoba Habeka say or ye tweet be on Twitter. Na ono akọ kan comment or say nkofo di na tema di ni maami e wu nyina temu. Oh, I'm telling you.
Look at this.
And then on Twitter they akwa say the louder you insult no. Now na chale we don't. Who's a clapbacks